Today I'm finding and identifying every single animal that I possibly can in this forest. To find these cool animals, I headed deep into the woods. While hiking along the path, I came across my first animal. This is an American giant millipede. It's a part of a species complex, which means there's another millipede that shares a lot of the same characteristics, and scientists aren't 100% sure how to separate them just yet. I found the next animal because it also came running across the path, so I grabbed it. This is a little brown skink. They're found in much of eastern North America and range down into northern Mexico. They eat a bunch of different things like ants and spiders. And being that they're so small, they're also an important food source for larger animals. They're sorta unique among North American lizards because they're largely considered a forest dweller. Such a cool little guy, and unfortunately it looks like his tail's clipped. I'm gonna go ahead and put him down and find my next animal. I just found this Kentucky flat millipede on a piece of decaying wood. If you touch them enough, they'll secrete something that smells like almonds, and that's their form of defense, because that smell is from the cyanide they produce. So this is definitely a millipede I wouldn't lick. So I just found this dump in the middle of the woods. Now I know technically this isn't the forest, but you probably clicked on this video to see as many animals as possible, so I'm going to flip some of this trash and hopefully come across some snakes. This rubber mat is very heavy. I think it's one of those ones used at gyms. Oh look, there's a snake. This is a pretty common eastern milk snake. They aren't venomous and are completely harmless. This one tried to get a bite on me, but I'm too fast. It also managed to musk all over my hands, so that sucked. I'm gonna go ahead and let it go. Now I headed back into the forest to continue my search. The next animal I found was this 5-line skink. They generally eat invertebrates, but some will get big enough to eat newborn mice, frogs, and sometimes even other lizards. Definitely one of my favorite finds because of their awesome colors. This one thought it was a great idea to hide under my foot. I found a lot of animals on the ground, so it's time to look up in the trees. And the first bird I found was this chipping sparrow. I then heard a rodent rummaging around in the next tree over, and sure enough, there was a gray squirrel. I then found the snake shed up in the tree, and I wasn't 100% sure what species it came from because it was too far away for me to see. Here's a very well camouflaged green stink bug. I almost missed it. I heard a bird calling off in the distance, and after closer inspection, it was this male cardinal. The next bird was this American robin, and these black-capped chickadees. I think that this is hummingbird, but I can't completely tell because my camera is about the same quality as a backup camera on a 2012 Honda CR-V. That was enough birds for one day, so I started to flip some logs to see what I could find. And I ended up finding this Leach's millipede and a beetle that I'm not even going to try to identify. If you don't know, insects are especially hard to identify, and I am not very good at it. But I do know that this is an isopod. Isopods are land-dwelling crustaceans. Crustaceans include things like crawdads, lobsters, crabs, and shrimp. So they're pretty cool. And the last animal I found was this white-tailed deer.